Gintoki vs Takasugi, the battle between the disciples of Yida Sho. This is one of the most complex fights you ever get in anime. It isn't the typical shonen battle. It doesn't rely on superpowers or plot armor. We just have two men fighting for what they believe to be right. Takasugi is a man who is corrupted by vengeance. He blames himself for the death of his master. He blames himself for getting captured. He blames himself for letting Gintoki make the difficult decision. The choice Gintoki made changed the path between the students of Yida Sho. Yida Sho was a man who brought everyone in with open arms. He saved Gintoki from his life of being a corpse scavenger. He was the father figure Gintoki never had. Yida Sho was everything to Gintoki. He was the one who brought on Takasugi and Sakata, and brought on the friends that would fight with him until the very end. Yida Sho meant everything to Gintoki and Takasugi. He taught the two the true meaning of being a samurai. He taught them to cherish the people that are important to you. He taught them things that will stick with them for years to come, until one day the uncle burned Shukaku Shonjugo to the ground and kidnapped Shoyo. This moment altered everything for the students of Shoyo. After Shoyo's kidnapping, Sakata, Takasugi, and Gintoki took part in the Joy War. In order to bring back the man who brought them happiness, they had to fight in the Joy War, which is a war between the invading Amanto looking to take over the land of the samurai. During the years of bloodshed and agony, Gintoki and Takasugi trusted each other with their lives. On one fateful day, Sakata and Takasugi were kidnapped by their uncle. Gintoki appeared among the uncle. He was given two choices: kill his friends or let his master die. The choice was simple. Shoyo wouldn't let Gintoki kill his friends in order to save him. He always taught them to cherish the people that were important to them. So with tears in his eyes, Gintoki swings his sword and beheads his own master. This moment was the birth of the destructive nature of Takasugi. Takasugi, after the death of Shoyo, was a broken man only living for destruction. Takasugi wants to destroy the world that took away Yida Sho. He wants the pain to go away. He wants to rebuild the country in his own delusional way, and the only person who stands in his way is Sakata Gintoki. Gintoki fights in order to save the student of Yida Sho. Gintoki knows best. Shoyo wouldn't want this destruction and chaos. Gintoki fights Takasugi in order to save the one thing that connects him to Shoyo. Gintoki is a man who doesn't dwell in the past. He doesn't care about vengeance or overtaking the government. He lives his life on his own accord. The way Gintoki lives makes Takasugi despise him. Takasugi doesn't understand why Gintoki of all people wouldn't want to destroy the country. Why does he play with children instead of avenging his master? Why doesn't he ever think about the pain he carries? Why doesn't he fight to change the world? Takasugi hates everything about Gintoki, but this hatred isn't the real reason why he wants to kill Gintoki. The real reason why is to make himself suffer for his failures. Takasugi wants to destroy everything connected to Shoyo. He wants to make himself suffer for his weakness. He wasn't mad that Gintoki beheaded his master. The only thing he was upset about was Gintoki sparing him, knowing he'll have to live the rest of his life with the pain of his failures. Every single day, Takasugi questions why Gintoki spared him. There was only one answer to that question. Gintoki cherished him. He was his longtime friend, a comrade, and the only person who understood the pain he dealt with constantly. Takasugi is someone Gintoki always cherished. The battle shows Gintoki saving the soul of the disciple of Shoyo. His main goal is to put an end to the threat of Edo and save Takasugi. The fight between Gintoki and Takasugi is that of a bond that broke years ago. The two men severed their ties and battled with nothing to lose. Gintoki having to behead his own master, and then having the same man he saved turn into an evil and destructive monster, wanting to end his life over the decision he made. Anyone would have fallen apart, but not Gintoki. Gintoki stared Takasugi down and was willing to face the consequences of his past, even if it meant stopping the very man he saved. This fight didn't need the power of friendship. No Bankai, no Nen, no curse energy, no chakra. All this fight needed was two men with swords and a fist. This fight is without a doubt a masterpiece. This fight shows the complexity of Gintama. Two men are fighting for Yida Sho, albeit by destroying his connection or by saving his teachings. Gintoki vs Takasugi will forever go down as one of the best fights in anime.